Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversation. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Welcome to Bathrobe Moments. I'm D. Grant Smith, and for the first time ever, I'm hosting the show. I'm not exactly sure how to bring everybody into the show, but that's what we're going to be doing. So let's see. There we go.
Well, who's here?
So far, Loren and Dominique. So
when you say our names, we magically appear. And we're also magically delicious.
Indeed. Well, thank you for the opportunity to get to host Bathrobe Moments. I'm so honored.
That was so funny. Did you see him, Dominique, when he came on the screen? Cindy Brady. Remember Cindy Brady?
I was not that bad.
I know you weren't.
I was not that
was
bad.
Cindy. Yay, how exciting. It's all you.
Alrighty, well, so what I want to talk about today is something that Dominique does really well, and you do as well, Loren, and it's something that I was kind of anticipating Jamie being here because she's got a whole fun sort of dynamic to her too.
Line dancing?
No. Oh. No, what I want to talk about and have conversation about is bringing fun into our adult lives, because so much of what we do is so like focus driven, hard work, nose to the grindstone sort of living. And I've been entering into this place of being more curious and more childlike and experiencing more freedom, and recognizing that in whether we're talking about the personal development journey or the personal growth journey or the spiritual growth journey, having a childlike perspective and having fun in this process is a very important thing. So that's where I wanted to start off, like, begin with you, Dominique, the Oracle. Where does childlike curiosity fit into your adulting world?
Oh man, this is an amazing topic. This is an amazing question, and I have spent the last 2 months traveling Europe discovering this and writing about it, because I've done a large experiment, and I'm writing a book called Spiritually Sober, Coming Clean with the Self and Living a Life of Joy. So this is just wow, the fact that we're even bringing this up. It is imperative to bring our sense of curiosity here. And where it begins for me, it begins in the permission. It begins in the permission and the allowing of wanting to try the experience and asking the moral capacity or the moral limitations or the boundaries that we have set on ourselves from a place of judgment to move to the side and allow us to follow through and have an experience. To me, this is where this begins. How about you, Loren?
Well, you say I had to get up and run and get something. It's all around me. Dominic, you've been here before. I have toys everywhere. Video games and Galaga and dolls, because I wasn't allowed to play with them when I was little, but I just do. And I include activities and things. Last week, funny you should ask, last weekend, a dream come true. Not kidding. I'll give you a hint. I have this all around. All the movie posters, this and the other. And my favorite character, I used to write to him in care of Willy Wonka at the Chocolate Factory. And I wondered why he never wrote me back. Well, he wrote back Saturday. Mike TV. I know.
No, that's so epic.
Well, of all the times for it to pause and lock up, that's just perfect. So
it was the happiest freeze that we've ever had in Bathrobe Moments. I guess you could say we're freezing time the time here. Mm-hmm.
I like it.
How about you, Grant? What does that look like for you? Oh wait, no, he's back.
I'm back. So anyway, Veruca was there too.
So funny.
Brian was in her line, bought her book, and I took pictures with Mike TV, and I'm waiting to get the frame I ordered. But I'm telling you, plus I had him propped up in a thing in the dining room. He scared the crap out of me yesterday morning. He did Brian too last night, because it's like you turn and it's like someone's looking at you. But Mike TV, am I coming in clear? Am I coming clear? I'm just so, oh my God. I had his outfit and everything. Mike TV, y'all. So there it is. I'm telling you. I mean, every place we went, it was the world's largest flea market. And I was like, where's Mike TV? Like 2 hours after you were there. And then I was like, where's Mike TV? And I broke off from the group we were with and I went and found him. So I guess I say this, even when I can't play, I play, because a little secret I have for healing in any way is I stand on my deck when the kids are playing, especially like after school or weekends or sometimes in the summer at night. And I just turn my back to the direction that they're playing in. And I just close my eyes and it's like music, their laughter and the sounds that they make. And I can just picture what's happening. And it remembers me because that's such a brief season. So, yep, Mike TV.
That's amazing.
Wow. So this is what Loren's like when he's in super fan mode.
You know, the only time
Fanboy
I've done
mode.
this since I was a kid was when I opened up live that presidential thing. And it took my breath away. And I was like, because I used to do that all the time, that, you know, and I'm so glad it's back at
That's
61
amazing.
years old. Huh?
I mean, it was never gone.
Right.
They don't go away. They just get obscured. They just get, you know, the branches of our trees of jadedness and adulting. I don't know why this is not synonymous with play, because when we say adulting, you should act like an adult. It's kind of like suck all the air out of the room, because you can't be magnanimous in a fun space, curious space, because it's not adult. I don't understand how that occurred in the world.
Well, I think people mean adult problems and adult jadedness and all that stuff, you know.
It's all the seriousness.
Yeah, I like to step out of it because it's going to be sitting its ass right there waiting on you when you come back from wherever it was you go. And yes, Veruca Salt was there. Yes, Robert, the Veruca. You know what I asked her? Girl, what were you thinking in those tights? She was like, not only were they hot, but they made my legs look fat. She was 13 that year. And Mike TV was 12. Okay, I'm done.
No, you're not.
I can't believe Mike TV is right here with me.
That's amazing.
I know.
I hope you keep that energy for all your other things and see it in the same light.
I will. I
love that. You know, I get this energy too. When you're talking about the kids and you put your back towards the kids, and when I go into a park, there's a energetic stream that happens when there's children. So I can tell you, even without hearing them, exactly where the kids are at, because there's a joy pool. And when I was taking these last few months, I would take my friends to the park. I said, the kids are this way.
Yes.
The kids are this way. There's a joy pool, and it gets me so high. I'm just like in the park, like, I can't wait to see the kids. I'm going to be in this energy. And you can just feel it. And then when you finally get there, for me, being so sensitive, I'm just like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm going to explode out of my body, and I will hop and I will twirl and I will jump. And if you want to experience play and you don't remember, then go witness it.
That's right. That's right. And sometimes, you got to pull the people closest to you into it. I do it with Brian all the time. Like when we're in Mexico or at a big beach, I'll say, hey, run here for a second. And he'll run, and then I'll videotape it and slow it down in slow motion and put like Bo Derek music behind it. And of course, he's like, delete that. But he laughs. And here's another thing. What I love about play, adult play, is when we really, because Brian gets my humor, but when we really get a good one in, we're like, get away from me. Go. I'm going to pee. I can't take it. Stop. I can't breathe. And you laugh until you hurt. Does either of you remember the last time you laughed? And you guys too. When was the last time you laughed so hard that it hurt? And what was happening?
I do remember this because I'm a big fan of the driest dad jokes ever in existence. And I feel like for me, the most horrible the joke is, if it's a dry joke, it makes me laugh so hard. It just kills me. All right, here it is. I'm giving you one because I'm not going to start. I'm just going to give one.
I got the bell ready.
So my wife says, have you seen the dog bowl? And then the husband says, no, I never know he did.
And I'm a bowler, so I got it. D. Grant, over the head.
No, I got it.
Oh, just didn't think it was funny.
This is the look. This
You know,
look right here that you
this
have,
is-
Grant, is the one that makes me hammer more dad jokes until I'm peeing myself.
See,
Because I love the worst dad jokes possible.
So I am allowed to express my personage, and if I'm sitting here and enjoying it, but I'm not cracking up and like just, that's totally fine, dude. And you can make your batty eyelash things all you want.
I can't help that. It's natural.
Okay.
Okay, so your turn. Give us an example of something that made you laugh until it hurt.
Well, if we're talking about fun and just bringing fun into the regular experiences, one of the things that I do is I like to speak in different voices just for fun. And I especially do this when I'm doing tutoring work because I'm working with kids and they can really zone out really fast. And so when we do reading exercises, and that's what I teach is reading, I'll read reading exercises in a British accent. Sometimes I'll, go into this mode and the little faces will just gleam with the laughter and delight. And it makes me so happy to feel that kind of excitement and joy when I'm reading their passages. And that's fun to me. That's a really serious look.
Don't judge the way, because I'm not laughing the way you expected me. See what I
Don't
did
judge
there?
my personage.
Or yeah, what's the word? Personage? Is that a word?
Yeah.
Oh, look, Robert has
Hi, Robert.
a joke that he made up. I kind of like it. Go ahead. Somebody deliver that.
Do you know why
Go ahead.
Do you know why I sometimes stand up to pee? Because every time I sit down, it's a double feature.
Nice one, Robert. Ding ding. Okay. So keep going. It's your show.
Okay, so another thing that I do, and maybe Oracle, I can imagine you doing this, and actually, Loren, I can imagine you doing this too. I like to kind of dance around the house while I'm listening to music, especially when I'm listening to music, and sing along at the top of my lungs as though I'm Freddie Mercury and there's a stage out there that is something I'm performing for. That makes me really happy, and it's a way to have fun because normally I would not have, like, if other people were around, depending on the other people, I would not have that same sort of boisterousness. If it's people that I'm like friends with or close with, because I like to do karaoke, that's not that big of a deal. But if I'm around strangers, then I'm probably not going to be just singing at the top of my lungs, but I might. So that's a way for me to bring some fun to the experience, because that's not like a usual thing for me. And so I guess one of the things that is fun for me and that I'm getting more into the practice of doing is doing things that are just off the beaten path and not something that I would normally naturally think, oh, that's what I'll do right now. Speaking in other voices or singing randomly, like these are things that I'm like entering back into that I used to enjoy when I was a kid, but haven't done so much as an adult.
Well, I just wanted to say, we both channel Freddie Mercury, and I have the proof.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Bring it. Right?
Awesome.
Okay. You don't want to go down We Are the Champions road with me.
No, I probably don't.
Is that what did you say? It's a challenge?
The show must go on.
Oh Lord, now there's a third competitor. Okay, let's go.
The show must go on.
Oh, I forgot. Dominique went off to Romania and became a pop star while she was over there. I forgot all about that. Hey, is there anything in your repertoire today where we can ask Dominique about some of the spicy moments of her trip, perhaps?
You know what? That was going to be, actually, that fits perfectly in the next question I was going to ask.
Great.
I will ask you this question first.
Look, her throat got dry on that one.
What What makes
Open that camera up, girl.
Wow.
Don't. Where you going? Go ahead.
what makes you excited about starting your day, and what makes you excited about starting this day with this group of people? And I think that could be an opportunity for you to. I've been wanting to ask Dominique this question.
Yes. So Dominique, we all noticed. Oh, did you mean I could go?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
keep forgetting you're running the show today. Dominique, we all watched as you moved around the world over the last several months. And so we saw that there was a soft feminine you that emerged from the chrysalis. So, to what do we owe this emergence of I'm just saying, it kind of looked like, I saw those guys in the background at different places looking while you were taking those pictures. So what's really going on? Are you in love?
Feel...
What?
Let me wow, you're just like when. Okay, so this is when I go on these trips, there's always a purpose. And I knew for a fact that I needed to step more into my feminine energy this year. This was what was asked of me. So how do I do this? So I decided to take a trip to Europe, and
How
everyone
indeed.
knows that's so funny. And everyone knows I'm seeking home. So what I learned was these places forced me to be in cultures that have a dominant masculine energy, which is not something typical for the United States. I'm not saying there aren't masculine men, but we live in a society that there's a lot of effeminate men, and I'm okay with effeminate men.
What is your name? I hear you are the oracle.
Oh,
Would you like to go to dinner with me?
what
Oh,
was this? What are you, Dracula?
that was a recording of one of your connections. I can't tell you where I got it, but
That's hilarious. Hilarious. So in this, I sat for hours in parks and fountains and places with a lot of energy,
you
and
sat
I
in
watched
fountains.
in front of fountains,
Oh,
and I watched, and I just watched and I observed, and I started to go through my mental portfolio of what it meant to be feminine, woman, man, and masculine. Because a lot of times here, by 99.9% of men that I speak with, within 5 minutes, I get something along the lines of, you scare me, you're intimidating, you're intimidating, or you're intense, something along these lines. And what I learned was, I always thought it was a me thing, and it wasn't. When by the time I got to Spain and I observed the women in their true power, the women are very intense and very passionate. So I started to understand this as a virtue instead of something as something that would not allow someone to come into my field. And so embracing this energy by just acting on it, empowering myself to allow passion to drive me. I denied myself
now you're talking passion.
Okay, I did not deny myself any pleasure on this trip for the sake of the experiment. I haven't drank in 8 years. I drank. I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoked. I don't eat a whole bunch of different things. I ate. And
Uh-huh.
I did everything that was not in my box that I framed myself in, the limits that I framed myself in. And in allowing myself to experience these things, I discovered joy. And the extreme of it, the excess of it, taught me how to temper what I needed to take back. And so now I'm integrating that in a tempered state.
Wow. That's so beautiful.
Clever girl. How you just danced your way right on around that question. Well,
Okay, and to answer your question, my heart uncapped in this trip. It's true. My heart uncapped, and I actually feel now, I was sitting with strangers and I felt this unconditional love for everybody and every person. And I mean it from like the depths of my soul, something I had never experienced in my life. This work that I did in this time of opening and unbecoming allowed me to love more deeply in myself. And I feel like, I was telling my mom about this, who also can feel it from me radiating. I feel like there's a satellite in front of my heart that's just emanating love without judgment or attachment or labels. It's truly unconditional. This is the first time in my life that I've experienced it for longer than just a moment out of a meditation. or out of a retreat or something. It feels like its permanence is here now, and I'm writing about it.
So uncapped your heart. I get it. I get it. And Robert Brooker gets it too.
Oh yeah. The
Uh-huh.
masculine Greek men.
Swarthy.
Suave.
Yeah.
The Greek men and the Spanish men are extremely, extremely masculine.
That deserves a bell ring. So, okay. I think it begs to be discussed. So, what's going on with you, D. Grant Smith, where you just came all out in your members only jacket and not looking like the growth farmer as you usually show up like the growth farmer? You do.
Well,
But I mean, you got all spiffed. Well, stand up. I want to see that thing. Is it a waist? Oh, I thought it was just a jacket, like a little. Oh shit!
You look like a Marvel. You look like what's his name from Marvel? Doctor Strange.
You
Yeah,
look like a wizard.
Because that's my brand now.
I like it.
Oh. Talk about bringing fun in your life. Now
Bathrobe
it
Moments
comes
after
out.
dark. This is taking a turn.
Well, so here's one of the other ways that I have fun. I like to dress up in costumes.
With who?
Oh, what kind of fun are we discussing now?
Oh, wait a minute.
And so I thought that it would be really fun to come on here with you guys and have my red tailcoat and have this mask that I bought for a masquerade party that I didn't get to go to because it snowed all through our whole area. And so I've only worn this mask. Oh, good. Lauren's got one too.
Yes.
So yes, I thought that for Fun Day on Bathrobe Moments, it would be perfect for some costuming and some play and some dress up like we did when we were kids. And we could just banter back and forth and bring this kind of interesting, creative, fun playfulness to our whole experience.
I agree. Now, I will say this. Even though I love this mask that Gerald Maragos and his wife brought me from Italy, handmade, I wore it to our masquerade ball from Power Week, and you cannot drink or eat with this thing on. This thing, I can't tell you how many times I dipped it in food, and oh my God, it was horrible. Right.
You needed a straw.
I just, anyway, but it is a lot of fun. So who is this character? Do you have a nest somewhere? Why do I have a feeling there's a nest in your basement?
No, I haven't created a character name for it yet. I like ravens and I like crows and
okay, all of those are dark.
Well, so I was looking. Here's the thing. This happened about 3 years ago. I was planning to go to this big New Year's Eve masquerade party. And I knew that I needed a masquerade mask, but I didn't want to get one of the boring little just regular black masks that everybody wears. Because here's the thing about me. I don't like doing boring things that everybody does.
Yeah, following the herd.
Yes.
I'm that way too. I can't keep this thing.
So I'm very big on being uncommon and doing uncommon things.
Pardon me, you guys. I got to get this thing out of there. It's been bugging me all morning. Lord. Anyway, okay, go ahead. Is that thing heavy?
Not really. So I went on Amazon.
Let me give you a hand. For that, Loren.
Oh, I thought that was your real hand. I was like, what is that wart? But that was your finger on top. Why do you have a severed hand that's brown?
Equal opportunity.
I'm not even going to ask where you picked that little ditty up from.
No, these are for tattooing. They're lifelike. So when you tattoo an image on it, it's considered a 3D portfolio. So you put a design on it and sit it somewhere so someone can see your work.
Interesting. Okay, continue. Oh, great one. Hawk Raven. Oh, Crow. Crow, that's another one. Robert says crows are good luck to him.
So I'm a fan of the Raven poem from Edgar Allan Poe. and I saw this on Amazon, and I thought of all the masquerade masks, I know that I will be the only person that will show up wearing a bird mask.
Yeah.
So I ordered it, and I had about 3 weeks until New Year's Eve. Well, this was the year that it wasn't snowpocalypse that blew in, but in my part of Texas, we usually get colder temperatures in December and then in January, but like this blizzard blew in right at New Year's, and the whole town shut down. I couldn't leave my house. All the roads were iced over, and so I spent New Year's with my cat here at my house, and I think I put this mask on just so I could be like, okay, I bought this for New Year's, and I'm gonna wear it for 5 seconds just so I can say that I did. But I've taken one picture with this on, and I think I posted it on Facebook a couple of years ago. But that's the only action that the Raven has seen. So here we go. That's what we'll call it. It's the Raven.
The Raven. Oh my God! Get a room, Robert Brooker. I surrender, Detective Oracle. Yes, take me in. I am guilty. Punish me. Okay, all right. You guys know, well, you know, my husband's a sex therapist, so I hear it all. He changes the names, of course, but boy, the stories. Woo! Seriously. He's like the
getting hot under that mask.
Who, mine? No, but the Raven is.
It's getting there.
I know it. I got to take this thing off.
Can we take it off?
I like mine, though. Do you want to see it from the side? Isn't it beautiful?
You should see it from the front. You should see it from the back.
Isn't that beautiful? Brian has a really cool one, too. Gerald and Lori brought these to us. I think they're just beautiful. So, I have a question. Oh, wait. You're doing the show. Go ahead.
No, if you have a question, feel free to ask.
Do you have another question?
I do, but...
Nope, go ahead. I'm learning how to... I'm just a guest.
So I'm curious, Oracle, and even you, Loren, like, are there things that you...
And you too, Loren, huh? Nothing like being an afterthought. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I missed my chair. Okay, go ahead.
Sensitive.
What is that, Raven juice?
No, it's...
what does the Raven drink?
Peach tea.
Oh. Go ahead.
They drink their call.
Oh, wait.
My question is to save me.
Oh, that's a junior moment. Embrace it. There's more to come.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
I'm not kidding you. I just love it when young people have those. When we have them, they call them senior moments, so I call them junior moments.
I'm taking that.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's what they are. In a minute, you'll be walking in rooms going, what I come in here for?
So it came back to me. I'm curious if are there, so you made note of, me wearing this jacket. I wanted to just dress up and be different and not wear just a regular t-shirt. Like you honored me by making me host today. And so I wanted to honor you by treating this as something very special and very different than the way that I just, kind of normally come in. And so I'm curious, like I have 2 or 3 tailcoats that I like to wear to special gatherings, and they're old fashioned. I mean, this looks kind of like a P.T. Barnum from The Greatest Showman.
Yeah,
and
I'm on board for the tailcoats. I think they're amazing.
I do too. I'm just too short for them.
Well,
Hi, Aaron.
I'm not a very tall guy, so that's...
I know. You can get away with it. Okay.
So I'm curious,
nice for you. Robert wants to know if you have a top hat first.
I have a couple of fedoras.
So that is a no?
In terms
top
of
hat is a top hat.
No, I don't have
like Greatest Showman. Okay. Now we know what to get D. Grant for Christmas. So go ahead. And then I have something I want you guys to figure out. Since we're talking about play, I wore a puzzle.
Wait, let him ask his question.
I know, I said, I just don't want to forget. Robert says he knows where you can get a hat.
So I'm curious, is like costuming on days other than Halloween something that comes into your world for like just something interesting or fun to do?
So for me, I feel that I feel like I dress that day like a work of art. I don't ever dress for people to perceive me as beautiful. I just want to be art. I just want to dress in my mood, and each piece that I put on is like a paintbrush stroke on my canvas for the day. Whatever colors I choose are an expression of my mood. If I want to be adventurous or open or be in solitude, it's always expressed in what I'm wearing. And I think people who know me well know that I use fashion and style as a form of expression. So to me, every day is a costume. And I learned something from a story I heard a long time ago, and I'll share it real quickly here. It was a man talking about his aunt. And what happened was his aunt had this beautiful china cabinet filled with china, and she would only use it on very special days. She had bought this china, and for almost a whole year, she talked about how she was going to use it for Christmas. But unfortunately, she had passed away before she was able to use it for the party. And what that taught him was that don't wait for a special holiday to do something beautiful for yourself, to wear something beautiful for yourself. Make every day a party.
Yeah.
So you should dress up like you're going to a party every day. And while I was on my trips, people would be like, Oracle, where are you going today? I'm like, I'm alive. I'm alive. Today is a party. So I think we should just get used to that. Even if we're working from home, it doesn't feel good to be in pajamas all day for me. So I feel like finding what that looks like for each and every one of us is imperative, because it's an expression of who we are.
I really like that. That's awesome. And have you ever heard of Amanda Palmer?
No.
Lived on Oak Street for a couple years and drove that yellow car.
So Amanda Palmer is an artist who is married to Neil Gaiman, who is a best-selling fiction writer.
That's her.
Okay. Amanda Palmer wrote this book called The Art of Asking, and she's got one of the most popular TED Talks ever.
Brother Arnold?
No. But the reason I asked that, Oracle, is because what you just described about letting yourself be this artistic piece and not conforming into these certain things to try to fit into anybody's boxes, that's very much in the way that her philosophy on life is, and it reminded me a lot of that. So I was curious if you were influenced by her as well. But apparently
no, but it sounds like I'm going to read it.
I think Oracle was influenced by Frida Kahlo.
Do I have the eyebrow?
No, you're just very colorful like her when you want to be. And she was like that. I love her. So, okay, who wants to figure out this puzzle that I'm wearing? Seriously.
Oh, well, we can't see because your name is in the way. Your name is in the way.
I'm standing up.
The measure of
intelligence.
Yeah.
Is the ability to change.
What's the bottom part?
Oh, I can't see that far.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the screen through my phone, so my phone's like super tiny. Is that Albert Einstein? I don't know. I can't see that far.
I think so. Albert Einstein. And cool. I think he's frozen, so he can't confirm that you have solved the puzzle, Oracle. Great job.
Yay! Do I get a cookie or like a gold star? I don't even get a bell ring on that. Wow.
Hey, she solved the puzzle. She deserves a bell ring.
I deserve at least a bell ring. I solved the puzzle.
I gotta turn. Okay, there. I had to fix the internet.
You froze, so you give her like multiple rings so we can.
So what's the last two words?
Albert Einstein.
Yes. Some people get it right off. Other people don't get it at all. And some people get like every other word. It's really interesting.
That is interesting. When I was younger, I used to have these journals that were cryptic like this. And I invented my own language similar to this because I didn't want my mom to read my journals. So this just threw me back to like high school days when all of my journals looked like this.
Okay, so, I got a question. Wait, did anybody here ever watch Zoom, or are you too young for that?
Zoom, it is. And they have the 0, 2, 1, 3, 4.
3, 4. Yes.
Yeah.
Hubby Frubby language. Oh, Hubby Frubby, Dubby,
Oh,
Wubby, 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 Frubby, Frubby. Right. And I used to wear their shirt when they would come on. Come on, a Zuma, Zuma, Zoom. Come on, a Zuma, 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 Zoom. And give it a try. We're going to teach you to fly high. Come on, a Zoom. I had choreography, all of it. All of
beautiful.
it. Those red and blue striped shirts that look like Waldo. Yeah. Okay, here. Oh, and when I was at that flea market to see Mike TV, I bought 2 of my favorite comics from when I was that age, Archie's. And I read them before I go to bed. Now, I have 2. I'll read 2 pages a night because I want them to last. What was your favorite comic book?
Me?
Anybody? You
Uh,
guys didn't read comic books?
oh, dude, I'm a gigantic comic book fan. I've got Superman, Batman, X-Men, Spider-Man, Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America, like name it.
All of those superheroes.
Elephant Men, which is an obscure comic. I used to be, speaking of birds, I used to be a huge fan of the Crow comic and movie. But that's really dark stuff. I don't really go down that path anymore. Yeah, I worked at a comic book store for about 2 years. For a period of time, my ambition was to be a comic book artist.
Wow.
I've written comic books. I turned my cat into a superhero and started.
Oh my God.
And wrote a whole 42 episode series.
And all of my furniture is papered in comic strips.
No, I haven't gone quite.
You wrap Christmas presents in the comics? I've done that before. When I was too poor to have wrapping paper, I used comics out of the newspapers. You ever did that?
I've used newspapers, but I usually save the comics. I like that part.
Oh, Dominique, did you ever read comic books? Or are you too girly for that?
No, I did read a lot of comic books. I don't have any that stand out, but I remember them always being about super strong women. And I used to draw comic books too, but they were more like hood comic books about just stuff that, would happen in the hood. But it was always like a woman being like the antagonist or the protagonist, rather. So yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
I collect. Go ahead.
What kind of titles did you read? Like, just throw out some names.
I wish I could tell you. This is so like left field in my portfolio.
Oh, there's a good
of memory.
one, Lori. Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo is cute. Yeah, for sure.
Remember Nancy in the newspaper?
No, I don't.
Oh, Nancy, wait, yes, I do. Was round.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
She looked like those Fisher Price people that go on the bus. Their heads are completely round.
Very sarcastic.
Okay. Here's what I want to talk about real quick. That they don't show a Charlie Brown Christmas anymore.
They don't?
No.
When did that stop?
When did it stop? You guys out there? Somebody knows. Yeah. You didn't know that? The kids
had the books.
They don't get to watch it. In between, you know how it kicked off the holiday season?
Yeah. Do they not show Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas either?
No, it's just the Charles Schultz thing. Where they go get the little tree.
Yeah.
And
But that must have been after he died then.
I was devastated.
Maybe somebody bought the rights or something.
I was as devastated almost as when I found out Karen Carpenter had passed away and Princess Diana.
Oh my God, when Princess Diana died, I remember that. I was so small, but my mom, I remember my mom like, oh my God, Princess Diana.
Oh my goodness. I was a wreck.
And Selena, when Selena died, that was a big deal too. I remember everybody saying, oh, Selena.
Yes. COVID time they stopped. It was in 2019.
Well, what was the cause of it? Was there some sort of controversy or what was it?
Somebody Google it. I don't remember because it's too triggering. I just can't. I really can't. It was a big piece of childhood. And they just
Well, at Christmas time they would show like all of the Charlie Brown stuff.
It's not Christmas without it. I'm glad I have a VHS copy of it.
And you have a
I was about to say you have a VHS player.
Well, you know why? Here's why before you judge people. When I have a Christmas party, I have all these little old VHS little portable TVs, and every room you go in, it's got on mute some Christmas movie or
cute.
cartoon playing in that room. So it's really cool. Now, see how it works? See? Isn't that a great idea?
That is cute.
I know.
I'll give you that.
I know. It really helps. It's just wonderful. What's your favorite holiday? Oh, I already know what yours is, Dominique. Probably you too. You two probably have the same one coming up.
Right, wait. Say it at the same time. Ready, Grant? 1, 2, 3. Halloween.
Easter. Do it again.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Hold on. I gotta think about what my favorite holiday is.
What?
Flag Day.
Your favorite? Then it's just optional. Then it's just an optional holiday if it's not right there on the tip of your tongue.
For real. I knew it. I thought it was gonna say
Halloween, man. Oh my God. I
that's
love Halloween.
Brian's too.
This is my favorite time of the year. I feel I'm most powerful. I get to do so many fun gigs during Halloween. Man, I'm in my full power Halloween and I love it. This is my most normal season for me.
I love Halloween because I always win the contest, the costume contest at the party we go to. For real, 2 years running. The first year, who was that? The first year? The first year, first year I was Aunt Jemima, and I had a 6-foot chain link pulling off my right ankle because it was a story. You know, she didn't get any money, so I was the only black person at the party. So I really went all out there, and she wrote a book called there was a book written about her called Slave in a Box.
Wow.
So I had a basket with a frying pan and all her products in there. And I went, oh my God, I was huge too. And I went in and there was a bunch of white ones. I was like, see, that's what's wrong with all you skinny bitches. Right? You're all right. And I was like, made some pancakes, everything. It was so much fun. And I won. And the next year I was the Black Carmen Miranda. I know. What is this female impersonation thing? Brian was Prince.
Nice.
He was. And we went to Goodwill to buy his boots, those skinny heel boots that Prince would wear. And there was this like 80-year-old guy coming in our direction while Brian was, and he stood up in them. And the old guy looks and went, oh. It turned around and went the other way because he thought we were just trying on women's clothes for the hell of it. So anyway, yeah. And Brian was supposed to practice in them here at the house. And he walked through the house in shorts with those on once. And then he sat down and was reading a book in them. I was like, honey, that's not. But boy, when they played Thriller, you'd have thought he'd been wearing them things his whole life. He took to it like a duck to water. I think somebody missed their calling. So what's your favorite costume you've ever worn? Dominique, then you.
I was the Oz from Wizard of Oz. I was Oz. And I had a top hat. And I made everything from scratch. And it looked fucking badass. I did. It had tails. I sold it all by hand because I don't know how to use a machine. So it took me forever. I made tails. It was because I had a burlesque routine that year. And I was like, this is also going to be my Halloween costume. And it did. And it was epic. And I loved it. This is my favorite costume I ever made. Oz.
We want to see pics next time. D. Grant.
So this is going to sound a little bit complicated, but it was part of a theme party. So I used to do this thing with our local Philharmonic where I was Mozart. And so we would do with the Mozart Society, I was Mozart. So we'd have these parties where we would bring in people to try to join into the membership and get them to be, members of the Philharmonic. And so for Halloween, about 3 or 4 years ago, we did a Day of the Dead party. And so we all put on Day of the Dead makeup. But I usually wore, when I would show up to these parties, I would wear this colonial style wig so that I looked like Mozart. And so I had a colonial wig, but what I did was I showed up as Mozart, dressed up as another person for Halloween. So I was Mozart dressed up as Jimi Hendrix with Day of the Dead makeup on. So I got this really cool, sweet Jimi Hendrix shirt that looks like something that he was wearing back in the Are You Experienced days. I had
Me.
I had purple corduroy bell bottoms, some really kick-ass boots, my Mozart wig, and Day of the Dead face paint. And I do have pictures of that.
Next time, bring pictures. All of us.
Well, Halloween's around the corner, but first, pumpkin spice season starts in T-minus few days.
What is that?
Pumpkin spice everything. Everything.
Where all the
September
drinks
1st,
and stuff turn into
pumpkin spice, yes, in a few days.
Yeah, it'll be pumpkin spice cereal and oatmeal and coffee.
That last year. Ugh. Okay.
Tis the season for pumpkin spice.
We will not be able to escape pumpkin spice.
I didn't even realize that was a thing, but now that you mention it, I get it. So, any idea who you're going to be this year? We got to dress up for the show that month.
I want to be a guy. I want to be a drag king this year. I'm going for it. I've been talking about it for like 2 Halloweens. It hasn't happened because I didn't go anywhere, but this year I will do it for the show.
Now, I know a couple drag kings, right? And they put on the stubble and stuff looks so real. That's a lot of work.
I'm going to do it. I want to be a male flamenco dancer. This is what I'm going to do.
That'll be hot. Yeah,
I'm gonna confuse everybody's sexuality on that show that year. I mean this coming season.
Lori was a man sheriff one time. They didn't recognize me. I looked like a real dude.
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. Aaron said Halloween season here is the entire month of October. My family has a corn maze that includes. I want to adopt me. A corn maze that includes a haunted maze and a haunted motel.
A redneck roller coaster.
I that word. I'll get hate mail.
Paintballing.
You guys can say it.
Oh man, if you need
Them
a real
taters
medium
ready
for this
yet,
place,
Paul? It's feeding time. Okay, sorry. I can't say the word, but I can do an impersonation. Roller coaster and zombie forest paint balling. Who wants to go to Aaron's house?
I do. Right now.
I'm already astrally projecting myself there.
Okay.
I've worked in a haunted house for 3 seasons. And I think this is the most fun. If you've never worked in a haunted house, this is the most fun you could ever have, being the most mischievous, scary thing ever. I loved it.
Okay, I'll say this. I've considered it back in the day, but then I was afraid. I know how I like to jump out and scare people, and you know how they have people doing that. And I just kept seeing like somebody like had a fake knife or something, but accidentally picked up a real one. And well, you know why? Because one time my adoptive mom was at a thing in Chicago where they had live people as mannequins. It's just in the 70s, and the woman moved and scared a woman, and she stabbed her.
Wow.
Didn't kill her, but she stabbed her because she thought it was a real, and she's digging her person. She must have been ready. Got her. Right. So I was thinking that, and I was like, I've been traumatized. No. So, okay. And who are you going to be this year? D. Grant, any idea?
I have no idea.
Me either.
But if here's an idea, what we could do for the show, since Dominique mentioned dressing up, like if we kind of made like a suggestions bin, and
what people want to see us as.
Yeah, I'd be open to that.
That'd be so fun. Oh my God, that's even better than my idea. What do you guys want us to be? I would show up in whatever y'all want me to be, because that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. I was afraid to say redneck. Not any longer.
Good.
Aaron has invited me to be a spook for a weekend, Lord. Now, you do know that is what they called black people in scary movies back in the 30s, where they made their eyes all big. I don't believe in no ghosts. Just letting you know, Aaron, you might not want to say that in the hood. Hey, you want to come out to my place and be a spook? No.
Times changed.
Huh? Y'all didn't know that?
I knew that.
Oh, you did? Because you're a person of color. The tree-looking spook, she said, freaks me. And not that's a girl. Finish
That just dug a deeper hole. That just dug
okay.
a deeper
And she
hole.
goes, okay. Well then, all
The
right.
holes
I am
keep
not going to
going.
be coming out there in that. Nice trick. So, we only have like 40 seconds left. It was so much fun. Everybody will be back next time, I hope. Corey, Tracy, and Jamie. Jamie's been busy, launching her new magazine, and Radical Press is kicking it and everything. Tracy's still in the mouth of the corporate shark, so she's probably in a meeting. And Corey said he was going to be here, but he's also at a brand new job. But we're here. And so, D. Grant, I'm going to say thank you. Great job today.
Thank you.
So you want to close us out?
Well, I was going to ask if there was any closing words of wisdom for either one of you for the idea of bringing more fun and curiosity and play into our regular everyday lives.
The one thing I would say, which is a rule I live by, is why not?
I agree. And I would say, I'm never without it. I got my pinball games and my video games, and I just put stuff, I keep some fun within reach. Just in case I find myself in this chair, not this guy. I want little reminders there that it's better to smile than to cry. So that's it for me. Great job. We'll see you guys for the next experts show next month, mid-month. We'll let you know when it's coming up. And real quick, just to let you, Julie McLean is here tomorrow. She's all about suicide prevention. And then finally, and I'll be leaving tomorrow to go to Kansas City to speak. So that'll be after tomorrow's show, but I'll be broadcasting live from Kansas City Friday morning, where my guest will be Emily Nader. And wait till you meet this girl. She's something special. Thank you all again. Get out there, be the best you can be. Change the world one story at a time, and ease some suffering for someone while you're at it. I tell you every time we get out of here, and I mean it, and I'll say it again. I love you. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. So take that with you. Have a divine day. Thank you, D. Grant. Thank you, Oracle. And thank all of you. Have a best day ever. Bye-bye.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul.